Hello and welcome back to my Windows going dong. How are you? In part 1, we learnt the importance of supporting your teammates, and then in a little bit of an extra, we showed the importance of knowing what the team is doing, not being a coward, not sitting back and not taking advantage of your own numbers. If you do such a thing, you'll still lose the battle even though it feels like you're winning the war. Now, these are very important things you need to be concerned about when you're doing or playing to win. When you're playing to win, you've really got to pay attention to the positioning of your team and the enemy team. If everyone's going one direction, like a lemming train, you've got to push, and you've got to push hard. Even if it feels like you're suiciding, they can't kill you all, and you've got to overwhelm them with numbers. If you don't, your other side will be overwhelmed with numbers because you have all your numbers on the other side. It's 10 versus 5 versus 5 versus... It's simple maths. I know it's not as easy as that. I'm simplifying it, but I'm simplifying it to make it easy. Cool. Anyway, in the new game. Yeah, let's go into the new game. And let's have a look to see what's going on. I've muted the game sounds. Here we go. Alright, so this is a standard game. Although, have a look. Tier 10, tier 10, tier 10, tier 10, tier 8. It's one of those games where you feel you're getting screwed over because there's no tier 9s. There's nothing midway between. You have 8s and then 10. So the 10s are going to have a field day. It's going to be a lot harder for you. But not impossible. So let's see what we can do. Let's have a look at what's going on. So, teammates spreading out. Always watch the mini-map at the start. Always see, okay, where is the team going? Where are the team going? Okay, we've got some guys going towards the middle. Our big TD-like English tank going through the middle. A Bat Chat tier 10 also scouting. 2 tier 10s going to the middle. We have an E100 coming this way. Cool, we should be good. And lots of our tank going down this way. Okay, stop. Stop. What? How? Okay, let's think. What's going on here? What's going on? We're in a tier 10 battle. All of our tanks are going one way. A few in the middle and 3 one way. Looking at the battle report, we have got lots of IS-3s. If we go into game, lots of IS-3s and big tanks. The E5s, E100. Let's keep going. So you're constantly thinking while moving, what's going on? And right now, I'll say safely that Bahamut right now says, I have a bad feeling about this. He's like, we're going to come down here, we're going to meet a wall of enemy tanks. And I said, don't worry. I'm like, don't worry. We just turn around and go back, right? We just turn around and go back. If they come over the hill, or if we spot them, we'll just go back. Right? Easy. Let's go. Let's keep pushing on. And let's go. Woohoo! Dum 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 dum. Spotted. Scout. Awesome. We know where the scout is. Our scout is Bahamut in his Type 59. Let's do it. Come on. Oh, tree. Did you see the trees going down, guys? Did you see the trees? First target, E5. Down in the corner here. Okay. Right. Calling now. We should probably retreat. Oh, wait. We've got an E100 coming up. We're fine. E100, E5, T69, and a VK. We're fine. We're cool. Cool, right? Easy. Let's have a look. Hold on. Did you see that? There. 2 E5s. They're platooned. Right. They're platoon, guys. Always pay attention to platoons. 90% of the time, platoons stick together, right? They're playing with a friend. They want to play with the friend. They're not going to split up and do the most optimal thing. They're going to stick together. So whenever you see a platoon mate, always think, is his platoon mate with... Can we see his platoon mate on the map already? Otherwise, there may be another. We didn't think that at the time, but it's something that should have rang an alarm bell. That guy's platooned. Oh, shit. He's platooned with another tier 10. They're coming. They're coming this way. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, I say. That's absolutely fine. We can deal with this. We have an E100 there, right? We're fine. They were... Oh, shit. That guy's there. All right, we're surrounded. That's fine. We're still good. We're still good. As long as there's no one else turns up. Oh, shit. Okay, so an IS-3, a VK, a T-69, 2 E5s. We've got an E100. We've got things. And what's our teammates doing? Okay, they're pushing down there. Let's make sure that they have... Whoopsie face. Right, okay. We have got the E5s there, and we have more tanks coming up this way. Whoops! We have an E100 over there, and all our teammates are over here on the other side. Camera! Look. I'm new to this, okay? I'm new to this. I'm new. Forgive me, I'm new, okay? We're going in. Right. So now we're thinking not so cool, okay? We've got 2 E5s over there, an IS-3, we're at our max. If anyone else turns up, we are overwhelmed. Teammates, respond. Now, if you are anyone here, there's no reason to rewind, guys. You can see what's happened. These guys have turned up. These guys have turned up. So let's go over here and see what our teammates are doing, okay? Teammates over here, what are you doing? Okay, we're camping the middle. We're useful, right? We're being useful camping the middle. But we see there's a Batchat there and a FV215B. They've not seen anything. Neither have the teammates there, but we have seen lots over here. Let's see what they do during the next few seconds. We'll rewind it again, don't worry. Okay, respond. Yes, there are enemies coming that way. We must go to their aid, says the AMX 5100 and the IS-3.
Enemy is hit.
Go, go, go! Oh.
Bail out.
Oh.
This vehicle has had it.
Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear, they were late. They were a bit late. Now, the reason they were a bit late, guys, is that they can... Oh, am I dropping... Dakota, come back to me. Okay, cool. Sorry, XSplit was reporting problems. There we go. So, what we've got here is a problem of people paying attention. They were not paying attention to the minimap whatsoever. They sat here camping in the middle, thinking that they were being useful when they were certainly not being. Okay, if you are this sort of people here... and I'm not going to name and shame, but you can read them if you like. They're sat here watching the middle here, and there's nothing going on. And they see all these forces moving up here, and they only move once they are upon us. They don't... Shit, not again. Not... Come on! Okay, right. These guys here, face! You guys can count how many times I've done the face. These guys here are concentrating on the middle. And they are... concentrating on the middle here, and they're doing nothing, and they're just starting to move over now, but it's too late. We lost 2 of our tanks over here. We're down to 1. As soon as you see 2 big tanks coming here, and you see nothing going on down here and nothing going on down here, you've got to respond. If you are these 2 guys here, even though you're not dead, you are losing the game for your teammates. You are absolutely 100% losing the game for your teammates. I'm going to rewind a little bit here so you can see the battle going on the other side and how early they had a chance to respond. From when they actually moved and for when the time they actually had to respond. So if we have a look here and we get back into game and we can see what's going on, okay? We can see. It's not face again. How much of a delay have you guys got? Right. Right, let's turn off this. Let's turn the teams off. There we go. Okay. So over here, we have got the battle about to commence. We have Bahamut in the lead, and we've seen the VK. Over here, again, we've got nothing going on in the middle. Okay, we've got nothing going on in the middle, and we have nothing going on over here. 5 seconds delay. Good job. Right, we have nothing going on over here. These guys are moving out. So let's see how long it takes them to respond. Watch the timer, guys. So it's 14 minutes. Right. Nothing going on in the middle. They can see the Batchats moving out. Still, nothing is spotted. Nothing is spotted. Nothing is spotted. Nothing is spotted. Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching. Okay, first spots. We saw 2 tanks here and E5 here. Nothing is spotted. Nothing is spotted. Okay, let's keep going. 20 seconds have gone past. That's fine. Only 1 tank. They can deal with it. Okay, 2. We've now spotted. These guys can't be doing anything else but watching the minimap. They're watching the minimap right now. They have to be. There's nothing else they could be possibly doing. Watching the minimap. There's now 2 E5s over here. A T69 and a VK has been spotted. Nothing spotted. Nothing spotted. 4 tank. Nothing spotted. Keep going. 30 seconds now, guys. Again, they're all moving up forward. 2 spotted over here, IS-3 and T-34. You've got a ton of units. That side's safe. Okay, we are 34 seconds in now. Boom. Okay, this is the absolute latest you could respond. Okay, this is the absolute latest. You're now seeing, okay, we are totally screwed. This side is outnumbered to hell. These guys got 2 tanks. There's nothing over here. This is where their forces are, right? These guys, all of these guys, basically need to shift over here. Even this guy, maybe, start shifting over here. We should be probably trying to retreat, but there's no chance now. It's way too late. No scouts. Let's keep going. Right, they are moving. So this is the first time they move. And see how late they are. 45 seconds. 45 seconds from the first contacts, but there's still nothing going on here before they move from base. Let's see how long it takes for us to die from first contact. Right, both of us dead. This is how many enemies we've got. Let's count them. Ready? Okay, we have got the VK 2801 that was killed. IS-3, T-69, the British tier 8. You've got the E5, E5, 110, and the E100 all over here on this side against a non-derpy E100. And our teammates are here. One minute, guys. Whole minute. You had a whole minute to do something. And still nothing's going on the rest of the map. But no one is responding. But it gets worse, guys. It gets worse. And this is what you guys need to not be. These guys. So you think now, what's going to happen? Everyone's going to turn around and protect the base, right? On the flank, on the right-hand side, we know there's only 2 enemy tanks. We know exactly where their entire force are. We've seen them on the minimap, right? Everyone's seen it. It's on the minimap. On this tier, everyone's got a good enough radio to have seen across this map, right? Everyone. So everything's cool, right? Everyone knows what's going on. Let's see what happens next. Fantastic bird singing in our ear as we realize that nothing is going. Ooh, things are freaking out. Where's our team going? Oh, they're going down the road. Oh, fuck, not again. Oh. I'll get better. Right, what do you expect your teammates to do? They're expected to come back. They keep going. They keep going. They keep going. Teammates here is now supporting. Teammates here. Let's have a look. What are they doing? Oh, pushing up. Now, who's closer? Who's closer? Right? Who is closer? Who's closer? Their team or ours? 1 square, 2 square. 1 square, 2 square. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 squares, 5 square. Now, it's a bit disappointing when you realize that your entire team isn't responding. At the moment, you can't see in the replay, but I am pinging, saying, guys, you got to come back. SOS was called beforehand as well. The team rightfully know that things are going wrong on this side of the map. But what are they doing? Nothing. Keep going. Let's see what happens. We've lost sight of them. Capture their base, yeah. Oh wait, no, I'll go after the artillery because that's important, right? Right? It's important. Of course it is. Woo! Under we go. So if we go back over here, we are doing well. So okay, they made the right decision. They're gonna cap. But who's not making the right decision? This guy over here, the bad chat. Because if we had 3 guys capping right now, look at it. Look at the actual cap points going on right now. Look at the cap points. We're actually winning. 2 tanks in there. Oh wait, they've got 3+ now. Oh dear. So they're now catching us up. But if we had 3 in from the start, what's going to happen? We would have been in winning. We actually would have won. But now, oh, we could still draw. We could still draw. Okay, cool. We could still draw. Oh. Let's look at this guy's positioning. Let's look at these guys' positionings. Okay. So these over here are protected from this part of the hill here. We know where the enemy forces are. We know where they are. They're in our base. There's 1 guy or 2 guys coming back through the middle, but we know exactly where they all are. Okay? Why sit there? Let's draw a line. Let's draw a line. Keep going back. Let's draw a line. Okay. Let's see what they can see in the base from up here. So you know in future. The Tiger II is exposed. So is the FV215B. But the Bat Chat isn't. Okay? Now, if you were in capping the circle and you know where the teammates were, your position is super important. These guys collectively have lost the game. The Bad Chat lost it for going after the artillery when he didn't need to. He had teammates on the way down there who would have easily dealt with the artillery at the time. These guys were in stupid positions, and I know what they're doing and what they're thinking. And a lot of you think it too. I know a lot of you think it because I've seen you doing it. You think, I could get a shot off first, right? I could see them coming and get a shot off if I'm staying still in the open looking towards where they're going to come from. You're capping. You've got cap points on you. That's more valuable than getting a shot off. Unless you know they're really low HP and then you've got to get the drop on them. That's fine. But in this situation, you know where you're going to win the fight. You need to win the cap war because none of your guys have gone back. It's way too late. And they haven't. The teammates, the enemy team are actually taunting us. I've turned off the chat, but the other team are laughing at our team's inability to react to anything. And that's the sort of thing you will see. And it's a bit disheartening sometimes. It is a bit disheartening when you realise that if your teammates could do this, then, you know, but I'm here to teach you guys to become better teammates for other people. And the more you are a better teammate, the more that you will increase your win rate because you'll be in the right place at the right time. Now, there's several things we could have done probably. Is as soon as we realised we were outnumbered on that flank, left the E100 to die and gone back to base. It's not the nicest thing to say, and I'm terrible for it because I like trying to cover teammates and not let them die, but it would have been the only sensible option. Bahamut's really called it at the time, saying like, this is a bad idea, we shouldn't be here, but we pressed on anyway because we felt obliged to stay on our flank. Silly thing to do. If we went back to where the AMX 5100 was and there the other tank that was there, if we went back to there, we would have stood a chance to hold them for a little bit longer while the rest of the team come back and called for reinforcements a bit more heavily. Talk to the chat a bit more and say, guys, get back. The massive push is coming this way. You've seen it now. Get back. But we didn't. We stood our ground. We got overwhelmed. Then the next wave of teammates got overwhelmed. And then no one else responded. And they responded with, oh no, they're pushing down that side. We must push faster. Which works if you are closer to the enemy side. But when that's already happened, your teammates are already dead and their defenders are still active, you've got to turn back. You've got to turn back. Don't be the guy who says someone else will do it. Because you should be the one doing it. Right? Right? Are you with me? It's all about teamwork, isn't it? Look at it. It's all about situational awareness, I think. It's the most important thing. Awesome. Right, let's exit that game and find the next one. Find the next one. Yeah, someone else would do it, but nobody ends up doing it. That sort of theory. I got 2 mugs of glass. 1 glass, 1 mug of water. Okay. We have got... Ah! I know what we've got for the final section. What time is it? Okay, seems good. Okay, we're going to go into game now and see an example of how people are reacting, not reacting to teammates' movements or information they provided. Very similar to what we just saw, but in a different context. Really hammer it home to you guys. So let's jump into the game and see what's going on. Okay. Okay, skipping ahead. And look at the list, pretty good. All tier 8s. Nice. Couple of tier 6s, but mostly tier 8s. It's going to be a nice fight, or so you think. Again, look at your mini-map. I've made it this big so you guys cannot avoid your mini-map. So have a look at the mini-map and see what are your team doing. Okay, a lot of them come in this way. That's okay on this map. Someone this way? Anybody? Let's see what happens. Cromwell coming over, scouting. He's seen our guys. That's fine. Type 59 coming this way. Cromwell over there. And I'll push it up here. Okay, so the team has responded. We have Type 59s moving over there. We have a Tiger 2 protecting the artillery over here. Everything's okay. So let's go into the game and look at my camera. Now, I've got the fixed camera on. As you can see, my turret isn't moving still. I don't know what's gone wrong. It must have been the last mod that I was fiddling with, but it's not particularly working, is it? As you can see, I'm aiming actually over there. So I have to apologize again if anyone who's just joined us. My turret isn't moving in my replays. I don't know why. It was working earlier. It's just stopped. All right. So live with it. Okay, live with it. Right, let's go. So you can see me aiming over here. I'm trying to get some snipe shots over here. And we'll pause it as soon as I take my next shot or get into position for my next shot. So here we go. Pause. And let's fly away. Go fly. Let's fly away. Do do be do do. Okay. Over here. We have the positions of the enemies. We have a Tiger P. Or just Tiger. And we have a prototype in this corner. They can see us. You can see our team moving over here. And we're in position. See our teammates? We know a Tiger, Cromwell, Type 59, Type 59. Looks good, right? Looks good. Everything's progressing normally now, and we can see that the teammates' positions are all just fine. Everything looks quite normal. We've lost some of the light guys, that's fine. They've lost one too. Nothing wrong with this. Let's get rid of the minimap there. Very traditional battle so far. Everyone's taking pot shots over the hill here. We've got the middle holding with our Type 59s. We have a Tiger protecting the east flank. I'm getting some good shots there off against the enemy prototype, which is awesome. Everything's looking pretty good. So we see here we're in a bit of a stalemate as usual on this map. You have these guys here covering this entire area. So if you try to rush over here, you've got no cover at all. So they're holding this. These are really important. The prototype's covering these guys from anyone who tries to come over the top. And these guys are covering anybody from rushing through to get to the T28 prototype. It's a really good formation. It's why it's used so much on this map. But we're making headway, and I take another shot and go. Right, this is a scene of what not to do. Okay, don't do what I'm about to do. I know what I'm doing is wrong. At the time I'm doing it, I know I'm wrong. But for whatever reason, I can't help it. You'll see. Tracks hits, repaired. Get hit again, go, go, go. I stop. Let's see how long I stop for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds I stopped for a shot that didn't even go through, where I could have easily moved into cover. All these extra shots should not have happened. I lost my ammo rack and half my HP bar because I didn't move into position. Because I stopped over here to take a shot, I took all that damage. And please, for the love of God, never do that. Never stop when you do it. Fire on the move by all means. Don't stop in the middle of a field when you've got 1, 2, 3 fields of fire against you. I had a dirt moment, okay? I had a dirt moment, okay? You don't do that. But I'm human, okay? I'm human. It's what happens. Anyway, I've got into a good position now, though. I got in a position here where there's only a Type 59 on this side here trying to cover me. The IS-3 is dead. The VK's backed off. So is the T-28 prototype. I'm keeping this guy busy. I have got a KV-4, AMX 5100, Type 59, E4, IS-3, and artillery support, right? Easy mode. Just got to rush over, take the position behind the buildings, watch the enemies either die or retreat, okay? Guys flood over. These guys have to retreat behind cover, or else they're going to die, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because of this is a tier 6. This is another one. Sorry, this is 6th, 7th. And this guy's critically wounded, and none of our guys is. Look, all our guys are pretty damn okay. That guy's down to 2% health. We are going to win this exchange. Easy. Easy. Right. Keep an eye on the timer. I'm doing my best here to keep that guy busy. But you see here, I've been over here for 10 seconds. Still no response from the teammates. The KV-4 popped out, killed the other Type 59, and then backed off again. Like he's scared of a Type 59, who then decides, I'm ignoring that KV-4, which I cannot hurt. And I'm going to shoot Dorjan in the ass. Wait, what? I'm thinking, what? What is going on? And I'm beeping now and telling my teammate, dude, really? Can you come over here and help me? Because what are you doing? Sniping? And everyone's sniping. Everyone's going, I'm going to stay safe and I'm going to snipe. I'm going to stay safe and snipe. And this guy's like, I'm going to watch for that VK. I'm not going to go around the corner. And these guys are just being useless. They're, again, watching and sniping. Going, okay, I can't move around the corner because if I do, that guy will be able to move as well. If they all moved up into forward positions here, we would have this area easily. But they're leaving me to die. Continue the game.
Let's go.
Right, at last my teammate says, okay, I'll support you, I'll come forward. And as soon as he does, what happens? The Type 59, he backs off. As soon as this guy comes round, and now, oh, okay, yeah, we can go forward. Let's watch it progress, guys. And as soon as what I said would happen happens, they come forward, the enemy is retreating. Right, but let's pay attention to the rest of the map. What's going on? Massive push going down this side, Type 59s, E4 and the Tiger 2 versus lower T-32s and stuff. That should be okay, you're thinking. Okay, that's fine, not too bad. Let's keep going.
We're immobilized. Penetration.
I'm now caught in the open. He keeps tracking me and doing an amazing job of keeping me tracked. Round the corner. I go down.
This vehicle has had it.
But if I, and this is important guys, if I hadn't made the mistake of sitting down and trying to snipe in the middle of a field, I would have a faster reload rate and I would have had way more HP left to survive that. It would have been no problems at all. No problems at all to survive this confrontation and win the fight. Because basically I'd won it against the prototype. But I messed up by staying in the open. And although he's on 241 HP, he's out fighting me. So if you go back into game, you'll see this. He's almost dead. One more shot from me that penetrated would have killed him. And I'm the one dead. And that's all because of my sitting still and doing nothing. But my teammates could have also helped me. And that's the critical thing to think. The critical mindset difference. The mindset difference. To think, okay, what did I do wrong? I could have easily just walked away from this battle and said, my teammates didn't come forward and that's the reason I died. But there was two reasons I died. One, because I played like a scrub. And two, my teammates didn't come forward. Both things could have made the game so much better for our team if they were done right. These mistakes will lead up for the eventual solution or resolution to the game. So let's go. Right. Now this this prototype is free to engage our teammates over the site. Because I'm no longer here supporting, this is a bad situation for our team. Although we could probably win this, we're doing okay. Well, let's just swarm them. There's only 3 of them left. They're all pretty crippled now. Watch out. Oh dear. We lost the other flank. Right now you have several choices of what you could do. Several choices of what you could do right now, guys, is go cap or try and get back. The Tiger's the last guy left. You can see it on the mini-map. You've got 2 artillery still. We're in a good position. If we look at the resulting teams, we're not doing too badly. It's pretty even, right? It's pretty even. They've got tier 7 and tier 6, where we have got tier 8s. We're winning the war. Sorry, winning the battle, but losing the war. And this is all about time, guys. It's all about time. If we had progressed and killed them 2 minutes earlier, 2 minutes earlier, we'll see what would have happened. When I first went over there, if my entire team came with me and we won this fight, we would have been out of here 2 minutes earlier. And 2 minutes ago, pause. That's when we won. Okay, so 10 minutes. Let's have a look, guys. 10 minutes and 2 seconds. Let's rewind to when I first go over and see how much time we lost. Oh. Gotta go back. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh wow, come on. Go back further. Okay, we're almost at 12 minutes now, guys. Beyond it. Okay, this is where I make my push. 3 minutes before we win the confrontation. 3 whole minutes. Now, it's hard to always follow a teammate, especially if he does what I do in the following seconds, stop in the middle of a field and shoot. But you should recognize a sound tactic. And that's the difference. Although the player's skill may not be as high as you would like, or they're making mistakes that make you think that their player skill is actually a lot lower than maybe it is, you should still recognize a good tactic. You realize that they're really out of position, that you have a much stronger force, and you sit back and camp and try and snipe with other tanks that are really good at sniping. You will end up delaying a lot of time. And at this point, remember, at this point, it didn't look so bad on this flank. It looked okay. And I'm going to go back in the game so you can show you. It didn't look so bad on this flank. It didn't look bad at all. But we could have easily mopped up this. So if we fast forward, it's not... If we fast forward a bit and go to 11 minutes in. So this is a whole minute before. At this point here, if we had won the battle, at this point, if everyone had moved up over a minute earlier, okay, because we win this in 1 minute time, we win this confrontation to the man. If we won this 1 minute earlier, we'd either be on the cap circle, or we could have got back. Because in 1 minute, we could easily travel back, or push onto the cap circle. Both would have the similar effect. Time. Every decision has a knock-on effect. Think of it as a ripple. And the way to win is maximizing your chances and minimizing the time spent being delayed in doing something or being useful. And that is a key difference between winning and losing. If you want to raise your win rate, remember mine is 56. It's not particularly high. 56 is decent. I wouldn't say it's great, amazing, but I mostly play for fun. As you guys see in the streams, I charge forward, shoot a few times and die. I'm not playing to win. And a lot of people might criticize that and say, hey, but other people might be. Exactly. So now look at your teammates and stop thinking of them as pro players that want to win, and see them as old men coming home from work and wanting to have a bit of fun. And realize that win and losses are sometimes in your hands to be able to read and help what they're doing and not the other way around. Try and see what they're doing and how they're reacting to everything and supporting them. Awesome. Yeah, that's exactly it. Raven89 had put in a good point. Exactly what I'm saying. Because a good decision in random battles may involve more teammates cooperating, which is usually a high risk, high reward situation, because nobody will reassure you that they will follow up. Exactly. In this situation, I moved forward. To me, it didn't seem like a high risk at all. We had the position, we had pushed them back. We then had the most critical point. We stripped them of all their advantages of holding that bridge, and we won it. We had won. But no one else had seen that. Now, if you go forward and you die, you risk the flame. It's like in Dota. If you go for, have you ever been to play Dota or watch Dota? You go and feed. You do a risky maneuver, end up dying, and then your teammate's like, stop feeding, you suck. But if you had a decent teammate who came up with you when you took your advantage and went, I can attack right now and kill them, then you wouldn't have died. And they would think you're the best teammate ever. So sometimes when you see people doing stupid things, it may be you being stupid. And I know it sounds harsh, but really think, am I meant to go with that guy? Is what he's doing smart? Watch your replays and say, okay, that's pretty cool. I see what he did there. I see that he moved forward, he got in position, and then he took a lot of damage because they flanked him. And if he couldn't be flanked, he would have been fine and in a great position. And then I could help him. And I would have got lots of kills. He would have got lots of kills. We would have won. Awesome. Mental note, try that. Sometimes you'll do it and your teammate's an absolute idiot and he dies. But if you saw how long I survived in the position I was after my stupid mistake, after I had my amorite damage, I went down to 700 HP. I had plenty of opportunity for my teammates to come and help me. And it was only after my platoon mate said, I'll drive forward with you. Okay, I'll drive forward. And he got the balls to come forward. And then the rest of the teammates went, oh, okay, it is safe to go forward. The Type 59 just did it and didn't get hit once. Yeah, one of the biggest advice I can give you to raise your win rates, talk to your teammates better. I didn't type. I was just talking on Skype with my teammate. I didn't type, hey guys, in a minute I'm going to charge forward. Come with me. Ping, ping, ping. I didn't do any of that. If I did, maybe they would have come with me. Communicating with your teammates, surprisingly effective. And just encouraging your teammates. Not going, you're fucking new because you didn't support me. Not that. Don't do that. Because imagine if someone did that to you. You're fucking new if you don't do this. You would instantly want to shoot that guy in the back of the turret and ammo rack him. Right? I know I would. So you got to be nice to people. You got to say it in a suggestive way. Don't tell them what to do. Just say, hey guys, I'm doing this. Support me. You'll get lots of kills. It is. Or just press the affirmative. F5, guys. Affirmative. It's really nice when someone gives a plan and you're going to follow it. Instead of just doing it, press F5. Affirmative. You've read it. Yeah, negative. I'm not doing that. You're like, sod you then. I'm going to do it anyway. So that's why you see a lot of people who've got high efficiencies in public plays play incredibly defensive. And remember, efficiency does not relate to skill. High efficiency is not the same thing as skill. Someone who's high efficiency could lose a lot of games and still have a high efficiency. I've seen people with 51% win ratio with 1600 efficiency, and that's because they sit back, let their teammates die, and then have a last stand, an epic last stand, where they pick off 5 tanks who are low HP because their teammates, almost won. But if you were there on the front line from the start, you would have kicked their asses. All right. Okay, before we wrap up tonight, I will take some questions. Anyone have any questions and feedback for tonight? I will answer them in the chat. And we'll be done for the main show. I'm not saying we won't be doing anything else later, or even playing some games afterwards. But for the show, we are done. Any questions in the chat? Any questions in the chat? No, everyone understood. What's my crazy hat? Nothing related to the lessons. Nothing. Fuck the content. What's my most crazy hat? Probably my purple one. I think my purple one's my crazy one. I like my purple one. It's a bit broken. Any stat is easy to farm, guys. Don't be daunted by people with high efficiency, really high efficiency, because they can often, and I've seen this a lot, people like certain people, I'm not going to mention, would maintain their efficiency because they play badly or don't play particularly well, but then platoon up in tier 2s and take it to town and make sure they get 8 kills, no, 8 to 10 kills every battle in tier 2 with cheese tanks, and then loads of capture points. And then they do okay in the top tiers, and they do okay, but they make sure that they get their kills, their massive kills, and the massive cap points, which really bloats your efficiency or even defense points from these battles. So I've seen it happen. I've seen these players with the like 2100 efficiency. I've played in a platoon with them, and they're like, oh, let's play tier 2, and they play tier 2 for 2 hours. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It's a bit nuts. So don't be daunted by high efficiencies, guys. I honestly say switch off XVM. Don't worry about the other. Treat every enemy like they are a 100% player. They've never dropped a game, and this is their first game they're ever going to lose because you are getting better and you're going to take them down. Treat every opponent as the best opponent you've ever faced, and you will win more often. You should. Win rate is the only thing that actually makes any sense in stats. Accuracy just means that you reserve your shots until you definitely will make them, and that you're scared to fire shots on the move. It can also relate. I mean, a lot of stats relate to things like accuracy. If you've got high accuracy, it means that you are good with shooting, definitely, probably. But you could also not be taking risky shots that could make you win when you had no chance to wait for the next shot. There's situations where you can wait for the next shot, and if you fired early, you're a bad player. But more often than not, if you take that shot where they're just going over the hill, you're not going to get another opportunity before you reload. So you can often judge a player by efficiency, a good ballpark figure. Like, oh, that guy got high efficiency. He must be at least pretty good. Yeah, of course you can. If you look at someone that's got high accuracy, you think of two things. Okay, they're either a really amazing shot, or they reserve their trigger finger and only take the shots that matter. I drive around in the tier 1 British with a Vickers machine gun that fires 60 shots every clip, right? Because I think it's fun and amazing with a 50% crew, right? I do that because I think it's fun. I will go both Chinese tier 10, so I have to get the tier 6 med. Should I get the lights as well? Why not? If you're going to get everything, you might as well just get everything. It depends on what you enjoy. For me, I keep the tanks I like and sell the ones I didn't like. And if you like the style of the lights, then by all means go for it. Basically. I'm not sure I understand BPSs. Can Wargaming suggest playstyles with video tutorials more or less like this, but with more audience? Yes, they can. I'll put forward maybe this suggestion, but for now this is Riveting TV's thing, and hopefully our audience will grow. I enjoy the IS-7 line more. In fact, we can actually go into game and go into game and have a look around. Okay, that one. Okay, loading it up. No, the server's not overloaded just yet. The server is the delays you're getting is their mistake. I will say mistake. The way that they've changed the matchmaker to reserve spots for artillery. Okay, so if we go into game now, and we have the text tree of mine, and you can see I've got most of the Russians. And I'm about to get the IS-7. I'm reasonably close to the T-62A, and I've got the IS-4. I've never purchased the STI, but I've got it unlocked, I believe. Do I have it unlocked? Oh no, I don't play the KV-4 enough. Wow. I've totally forgot about the KV-4. I've not purchased it, that's why. Okay. Never purchased the KV-4. And the reason I prefer this line here, the IS-7 line, is because it's faster. It's much, much faster. You can get in a position, I like to call them assault tanks, right? And I'm actually working on something right now to do what I'm suggesting. That you can see the difference between what I call an assault tank and I call a fortress tank. The fortress tanks are the ones like the KV2, KV3, KV4, STI, and IS4. They're slow and heavily armored and a lot of HP. The faster ones, the assault tanks, the IS, the IS3, the IS8, the IS7, they're all fast enough to reposition or get to that rock that gives them into cover, and they can wiggle a lot better, and I think they have a higher skill ceiling. I find that fortress tanks have a lower skill ceiling, and that's why I don't like them as much. So I really do prefer the IS7 line. And it looks better. It looks better, right? It looks better. So, yeah. Awesome. Crack my neck. All right, I think that's all we're going to have to do for the showtime. And we're going to move on to whatever we feel like after the break. Yeah, cool. Don't go away. Might be 10, 15 minutes. Listen to some music. I can't stand a tank that's too slow. Me either. But there we go. This has been RivetingTV Showtime 2.